Welcome, impactful parents. Today, we're going to talk about how weekly family meetings can be utilized to make you a more impactful parent. Hello, my name is Christina Campos. I'm founder of The Impactful Parent, and I help parents of school-age children turn their chaos into connection with their adolescent. I offer parent education videos every week, online courses, coaching, and if that wasn't enough, I bring experts in on other fields onto the Impactful Parent stage to teach you even more. And today I have a special guest. Her name is Jessica Eastman Stewart. And Jessica is the founder of Joyful Managed Family. She's a mother of 2 elementary age children, a former classroom teacher, and a former nonprofit executive who now helps business leaders and families create systems and routines to build a more joyful and ease the challenges of work and managing all various aspects of life. I'm excited to have her on today so that we can learn from her. Thank you for being here, Jessica. How are you going to teach us today? What kind of routine, meetings, where should we begin?
Yeah, so I am excited to share about a system that has been really working in my family for a number of years now, which is the weekly family meeting. And so this family meeting is something that my husband and I get together every week to really get our lives organized as a family, to make sure we're spending our time on the things that are most important and also just keeping all the many logistics of family life organized.
You say that your husband and you have been doing these weekly meetings to get organized together for, a while now. So tell us, why do you do that?
Yeah, so this is our time to just, we actually have an agenda, and it's our time to make sure that we are staying on top of the logistics of life, as well as creating the life that we actually want to live, to be more purposeful. Because if you're not purposeful about life, it can just happen to you, and it might not be happening in the way that you really want it to. So it helps us stay more coordinated with what we want to be true in our parenting, in our relationship, and in our home and our lives.
So those sound like awesome end goals. So tell us, what are we talking about in these meetings if we want to implement them for ourselves?
Yeah. So we do ours on Saturday mornings. It might be, for other families, different times of the week might work. Our kids love it because they get to watch screens during this time. And it is their favorite time because we really want to be able to focus. So we get together on Saturday morning. And what we're doing in that meeting is talking about all sorts of things. So we're talking about logistics, and we're also talking about kind of priorities. So on the logistics side, we're looking at the schedule of our week. We're making sure that, anything that needs to get done is being captured on a to-do list that we are going to hang up in our kitchen. We are making sure that our normal kind of routine, which for us is I drop the kids off at school, my husband picks them up. Does that still work this week, or does something need to get changed about it because somebody's got something special going on? We are talking about just the, things that need to get done. Like we plan our meals for the week and figure out what groceries need to get done and who's going to take care of that. We literally walk around our house and look for items that need to get done. We'll walk around and be like, oh yeah, we need to take that to Goodwill, and that gets on the list. We're like, oh, right, that new thing came in and we need to install it in the bathroom. Okay, who's going to do that, right? So the logistics get done. We're also talking priorities. So we, for example, have a part each week where we pause and say, do we have any parenting priorities we need to talk about? And that's where things pop up like, I am so annoyed that our kids are not doing a good job putting away their bags when they get home. What are we going to do about that? And we come up with how are we going to deal with that, right? Or you think I think it's time to potty train the little one. When are we going to do that? How's that going to happen? Or do we need to be working on reading? Are we worried about that with one of our kids? How are we going to think about that? So parenting priorities happen. We touch on money. Sometimes that's a quick one. Sometimes we realize, ooh, we need to make a big financial decision. And that either we talk about it right then or it gets on the list, talk about that financial thing, So we're focusing on kind of, also just fun priorities. So, maybe it's springtime and we love to pick berries. When's that going to happen? Do we want to see if our friends can go with us and coordinate who's going to take care of that? Maybe it's fall and we want to make sure to go to a pumpkin patch. When are we going to fit that in? And, which one do we want to go to? Do you want to make that a whole day and travel far away, or, go to the one nearby that's in a parking lot? So we are talking about, all the little things to the big things that we want to do to create the life we want.
And how long do these meetings last for you?
Usually, if we need to be quick about it, we can get these done in 20 or 25 minutes. And sometimes if we've got more time, we might, instead of writing down, like, make that decision about the tutor, we might actually make the decision about the tutor and spend the 10 minutes talking about it. So, sometimes we can go as long as an hour if we have the time and if there are things we want to talk about. So it kind of depends for us. And over time, we've tweaked the agenda and added new things like, oh yeah, we should add that to the agenda each week to touch base on that, and so it's a constantly evolving system for us.
And what's your key to success there? Because I know that busy parents get busy. And so you have really good intentions to start this kind of routine out. And then after a few weeks, it falls by the wayside. So, what is your key to success?
Yeah, I think kind of to the extent, I mean, the habits research is pretty clear for us that if we want to start new habits, one of the best ways to do is to stack it on something that's already happening. So I would encourage folks to think about that. Is there a particular time of the week that you're already doing a thing? And could you say, and then after we do that part that we always do, then we do this meeting? That's one way. You could also have a form of accountability with other people who are supporting you to have it. So maybe you've got nearby grandparents, and maybe they say, hey, we will come hang out with the kids every Sunday afternoon. And, the parents can like scoot away to the nearby Starbucks and do their meeting, and that they're going to show up every Saturday or Sunday and do that. And then, you can move on. So figure out what are the ways that you could actually create a little bit of accountability. We actually literally have it on our calendar. It's like a hour-long block on Saturday morning. And on days when we can't do it Saturday morning because, maybe there's a birthday party that somebody's going to, we literally will move it so that in that afternoon we remember, oh yeah, we need to do it on Saturday afternoon this week. So, find some ways to be accountable. Maybe start with another parent that is also going to try this in their home. And you can say, how's your weekly meetings going, and kind of keep each other accountable.
I love that this is just real intentional time to communicate with your partner, or also if you don't have a partner, it's real intentional time just to sit down, look at the schedule, get organized, figure out what needs to get done in the household, for single parents too, because
Right.
there's a lot on their plate. So best way to juggle, get organized. So I'm loving this. Do you have any resources though to help parents who want to try this out? Because it sounds like a great concept again, but I just know a lot of parents need that extra little assistance.
Yes, I have a guide for how to plan your weekly family meetings that kind of walks you through when you want to do it, why you want to do it, what kind of things you might want to include. So I am happy to share that with your audience. And I hope that folks find it helpful.
Oh, that is awesome. So that is going to be an amazing freebie for our audience. What a great resource. And what about you? If people would like to learn more, how do we get in touch with you?
Yeah. So on Instagram, I'm at Joyfully Managed Family. I'm sharing tips for families every day. So I'd love to have folks there, Joyfully Managed Family. And then I have an email that goes out every Friday. I call it the Friday Five. It's 5 ways to make your life more joyful and easy. And folks can sign up for that at my website, which is jessicaeastmanstewart.com. I'd love to have folks.
And what do you feel like for parents that are teetering here, thinking about this is a good idea? I don't know if I can implement it. I'll download the free resource she's giving. But what is the big takeaway, like the big thing that you're getting out of doing this for your family that's going to encourage others to do the same?
Yeah, I think, the reality is parenting is so overwhelming. Managing a home is so overwhelming. We all have so much on our plates. And it, if you take the time to get, even if you have 100 things to do, it feels better when you have them captured in a list of things to do than if you just have this vague sense of, I've got a lot of things I should be doing. So taking the time to really get together and decide who's going to do what and what needs to get done, even if you end up with a long list of things to do, it will feel better than, again, just kind of going day to day and feeling totally scattered. Like, life can be really hard, but it doesn't have to be a total hot mess if you take time to kind of feel together and get clear on who's doing what.
And I feel like that trickles down to the kids too. They get to be in an environment that's more organized, not so chaotic. That brings actually stability to their lives where they're going to feel more secure inside their own home. So it's a great idea. go get that free resource so that we'll put it inside the Impactful Parent app. And just go get it, parents. This is a great, great idea. And Jessica is here to support you if you want to reach out for her too. And if you would like to become a more impactful parent, check out all that my website has to offer. I have parenting courses, family coaching. Don't forget to get that downloadable app. It's absolutely free, available on Android and Apple Store. And then there's so many free resources on my website too. But until next time, you got this, parents. I'm just here to help.